A very good morning, my dear students. I welcome you all in the English online class. Today, I am going to start the lesson, the sentence. But before starting the lesson, the sentence, we see and learn how we can make sentence, how to identify the sentence, and how we can form the sentence. So, for these reasons, firstly, we just go through about alphabet. Basically, the alphabets are set of series. Now, see the definition of an alphabet. Alphabet set of graphs or characters used to represent the phonemic structure of a language. In most alphabets, the characters are arranged in a definite order or sequence. For example, A, B, C, etc. So, from this definition, we understand that, or we can say that an alphabet is a standardized set of basic symbols or called letters. So, alphabet is a standardized set of basic symbols. So, basically alphabet is a set of symbols or called letters. So, the basic symbols in an alphabet are called letters. The word alphabet comes from the Greek word, that is alphabetus. A combination of alpha meaning the beginning and beta means the second of many things. So, alphabet refers to a series of letters arranged in a specific order that are used for reading and writing language. So, there are 26 letters. There are 26 letters in English alphabetical series. Yes or no? Yes. So, they are starting from A to Z and total numbers are 26 from A to Z. And as we also know that there are 5 vowel letters of the alphabet. They are A, E, I, O, U. These are called vowel letters. And how many consonant letters? There are 21 consonant letters of the alphabet. That is B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y and Z. In the alphabetical series. So, these letters are help to make different types of words for reading and writing language. So, alphabet refers to a series of letters arranged in a specific order, and they are used for reading and writing language. Now, we are going to see what is the meaning of the term word. So, when we arrange the letters in a meaningful order, that is called word. So, see the definition. Word, a collection or group of letters with some meaning, called as word. So, when we arrange the letters, group of letters, and which have some meaning, that is called word. So, see this word. These letters are properly arranged. Then we can say this is apple, A-P-P-L-E, apple. This is correct. But if we write like this, this particular letters, these letters are not proper arranged. This is incorrect. So, this particular word has no meaning, because these letters are not properly arranged. So, a word means a collection of letters, a group of letters, and when we arrange the letters in a systematic way which have some meaning, that is called word. Now, see the other definition of word. So, when we add the letters in a systematic way and give them a proper shape, that is called word. So, if we arrange the letters in a proper way and then we can give them a proper shape, and that time we can say this is word. See the example here. See these letters are not properly arranged. These letters are totally meaningless. But when we arrange the letters properly, then we can say this is rabbit. Like this, see the other examples. These letters are not properly arranged. So, when we arrange the letters properly, arrange the letters in a proper way, that is word. And that time we can say this particular word is parrot, this particular word is television, this particular word is beautiful. So, when we arrange the letters in a proper order, that time we can say they are words. See the other examples of words. Spring, bee, frog, ladybug, butterfly, bird, egg, nest, sprout, flowers, grass, sun. So like these type of examples are related to words. These are called words because they are properly arranged. Now you can see the examples of different examples of words. Now we understand what are alphabets and what is word. Now we are going to proceed what is a sentence. Basically we can say that sentence is a group of words. Basically the sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense. That is called sentence. So a sentence is the basic unit of written communication. So for written communication we use sentence, and a sentence must have three elements. What are they? First one subject, second one predicate, and third one a complete thought. So these three basic elements of sentence. These are three basic elements. Basic elements. Basic elements of sentence. So a sentence is the basic unit. Sentence is the basic unit of written communication. Basic unit of a language. A sentence must have three elements, that is subject, predicate, and a complete thought. They are the basic elements of sentence, and from these we can edit our writing effectively. So you must have a basic understanding of what a sentence is and what a sentence is not. Now so a sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. Sentence is a group of words, and a sentence always expresses a complete thought, based on complete thought. Now let's start what is exactly the sentence is. Sentence is a group of words and it is having three important characteristics. Firstly, it expresses a complete thought or idea. For example, blue sky is the. Is it a group of words? Is it a group of words? Is it conveying any meaning? No. So it is not a sentence. So now when we arrange, when we rearrange the same words in a proper order, then we can get a meaningful sentence. Like this, the sky is blue. This is the correct one. Now we get to know about the color of the sky from the sentence, and as it is conveying the meaning of the sentence. This is the first one. See the second one. The second is a very important characteristic of a sentence is that it must have a subject and a verb. Sometimes subject is not given. Sometimes subject is not given, but it's understandable. For example, put the book here. Here the subject is not present. In this sentence, subject is not present. But when we implied you, that is subject. Now the whole sentence is you put the book here, and here you is subject and put is verb. And third and most important characteristic, this is the third one, that is the meaning of any sentence may be different based on different expression. These expression may be statement, may be related to question, may be related to command, may be related to exclamation. So a sentence is a group of words that gives a complete thought. Sentences begins with a capital letter. Sentences ends with a punctuation mark. These are punctuation marks, full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. So we are going through or we are going to look at three types of words in our sentences. First one noun, second one verbs, third one adjective. So nouns are, these are objects and we call them naming words. Nouns call them naming words, and verbs relates with actions, and we call them verbs, we can call them doing words. Adjectives relates with describing words, this relates with descriptions, so we can call them describing words. Now we understand that a sentence makes sense. It is a one complete thought. A good sentence has a subject relates with noun. A good sentence has an action relates with verb. A good sentence tells where or when. A good sentence has describing words relates with adjective and adverbs. So in this picture we can see some examples related to sentence. I love my dog. The cat drinks milk. These are sentences because these are group of words. These means the words are properly arranged in a proper order. That's why we can call these are sentences. So these are the examples of the sentences. So we can see the other examples of the sentences. Some other examples of the sentence. The cow is grazing in the field. Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India. They are going to the market. Ram is a farmer. The teacher teach in the class. So in these sentences the words are properly arranged. That's why we can say these are sentences. So today, children, I am going to stop this lesson, the sentence. In next class, we are going to detail study about types of sentences. You all must watch grammar related videos daily in the school website, and I hope you all understand the grammar lessons whatever I teach through online videos. So you all must watch them carefully and learn the lessons thoroughly at home. Thank you and have a nice day.